Chase walking out to the practice field.
Yeah, you know what? I can see that gimp in there.
I'm telling you. I don't expect to see him before October.
What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Lou Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope you're having a great day. It is a beautiful day out here, mid-80s, nice little breeze, flowing, and you can kind of feel that the weather is beginning to change, that we're getting closer and closer to football season. And one step we'll be taking tonight, we will be doing our fantasy football draft, League Number 1 draft tonight. At 8 o'clock we'll start the draft, but we'll probably start the live stream a little bit early. So definitely, if you're in the fantasy league, you've already got the invite and stuff, but if you want to watch and learn something about fantasy football and things, and watch me make a fool of myself, by all means, tune in tonight for our live stream. It's about 1 o'clock here on the East Coast, and in the next 3 hours, the Dallas Cowboys have to get rid of 3 players. So teams will be making some moves to also mitigate guys that they have to cut. For example, if you have a player who you know is not going to be eligible to play the first 4 weeks of the season, you can put them on the reserve PUP list. And that way, you're not taking up a roster spot for them. That means somebody else that you can keep on the roster. But that means that you won't have that player available for the first 4 weeks of the season. So, for example, if the Cowboys decide that Michael Gallup is not going to play until November, they could put him on the reserve PUP list to go ahead and basically make themselves an extra roster spot. But they then know they can't use him for the first 4 weeks. I don't think the Cowboys will do that with Michael Gallup, because I think he's pretty close to getting onto the field. We saw him last week beginning to start running some routes. So, 4 weeks into the season, we're talking about the first week in October. And right now, we're only the 23rd of August. So that's still quite a bit of time that they may be able to get him in there. Now, I got killed from some people out there saying, how dare a Cowboy fan go to Commanders training camp. But see, you got to understand the opposition. You want to scout them. I wanted to see for myself, is Carson Wentz as bad as everybody says they are? And just kind of get the feel of the team and stuff, because we got to play them. We got to play them in week 4, by the way. And so the Washington Commanders have announced that they put Chase Young on the reserve PUP list. And you're probably like, as Cowboy fans, who cares? Well, that means the first game we play, we won't be facing Chase Young. Now, even if Chase Young were able to come back, he wouldn't be anywhere near shape of being able to actually play. I pointed out when I saw him walking across the field that he was a long, long ways away from it. I told my son Rio, I said, Rio, it's not even going to be close to being ready to start the season, because I could tell just by the way he walked. He was still walking with a gimp, and that was what, 2 weeks ago? Probably 2 weeks ago. So I believe he ain't going to be anywhere ready to go. That's just me. At least that's what I said. And I kind of said the same thing when I went to Redskins, it was Redskins at that time, training camp in 2013, when RG3 was all in, and I looked at him and I said, that knee ain't ready. It's not ready to go. And I think what you're beginning to see is, I'm old school. When you were old school, it was rub some dirt on it and get back out there. You think about some of the players in the past, like, Ronnie Lott literally getting half his finger amputated at halftime. Jack Youngblood playing with literally a broken leg. That you would hear guys that were literally going through and playing when they had no business doing that. And guys, because they were worried about keeping their job, because back in the day, you didn't have the amount of money that you have now. You didn't have the guaranteed money that, if you lost your spot, you lost your job. And it wasn't like you had a lot of money that you were making from these jobs. In fact, most of these guys had jobs in the off season so that way they could live. There wasn't money enough for them to be a football player all year round. But now, with a kinder, gentler NFL, I think teams are beginning to look differently and saying, instead of rushing a guy back, even before he's really ready to be back on the field, they're letting them heal completely. It used to be, hey, if you're 60%, you're out there. Now they're trying to get the guys, maybe 80, 90%. And in some regards, if you have backups that can support that, you're better off in the long run to let the guy heal so when he comes back, it's not a liability. So that's where we are with this one. And as far as Michael Gallup goes, I think Michael Gallup coming back will depend on how the team is doing in his absence. If we don't sign any other wide receivers and the young guys are just not there and they're not really performing, you'll see the Cowboys and Michael Gallup have a sense of urgency to get him back on the field. Now, if the team is doing well and kind of clicking and stuff, they will take more time with Michael Gallup to really make sure he's 100% healed. And ideally, that's what you want. You don't want a guy to go out there and then have a setback, because we rushed him to get out here, a game or two early, and it ends up being 2 games in, he's then lost for the season. So, it's a different world than when I grew up. We were playing with concussions, literally. Yeah, how many fingers are holding up? Okay, oh, you see fingers? Okay, get back in there. They don't do that now. They don't. And I guess in a way, or I guess it's definitely better for the players, because then they don't get punch drunk like I did. Yeah. Hope you guys are having a great Taco Tuesday, and we're still waiting for that cut list. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, I think I might try and do a little bit out here on the man cave because we're getting close. We definitely getting close. And I will say that I am definitely feeling a lot better today than I did yesterday, which is a good thing. So this shit here, which I probably picked up at the Commander's training camp, I bet you that's where I got that shit from. Definitely feeling better. Definitely ready for the season to start. And yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later. Phone call coming from Nebraska. I don't know nobody from Nebraska, so I probably would say that that's spam. So, yeah. You can leave a message if you are actually somebody. Peace.
Chase walking out to the practice field.
Yeah, you know what? I can see that gimp in there.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I don't expect to see him before October.